Hello, everybody. Welcome to Stadium Junkies Media's reaction. Not Hot Damn GG because not immediately after, because we want to take time to review 1 week to review and to digest what happened at NXT Takeover New Orleans and WrestleMania 34. Gentlemen, present yourselves.
I am the runner-up, Tony Lopez. I feel sad.
If you speak for yourself, this was one of the most unpredictable weekends ever. This is Jeffrey Burtis here. I can't say glorious anymore because I'm on a losing streak.
Yeah, technically you've only lost one in a row. You don't get jobber until you lose 3 in a row. But you do take a punishment, unfortunately.
That's 2 punishments I got to make up for. Okay.
And
you better not give me anything since you want to do War Spheres and you just so happen.
I'm not gonna do anything bad. I'm gonna give you something that's pretty dang good tasting.
Yeah, same here.
Different from what your usual.
You just want me to try new things, both of you. You guys are evil.
That's true, but still,
we're trying to improve your life. What?
We're trying to expand your horizons. What?
Speaking of which, I am your reigning. That's all I can say right now. Well, technically, because y'all
guys, he looks like Samoa Joe.
That doesn't help. Well, this is technically 3 pay-per-views, so I'm going to say reigning, now defending, Junkies Media champion. James.
So if we ever talk, we're not.
I made the proper changes to the proper time. Well, I got kind of saved because Tony made a double change.
On the same match, and I got it right.
I changed the Braun and Nicholas without knowing it's Nicholas.
Yeah,
I got that. And then I predicted 12 German suplex. Well, suplexes in general. When Brock Lesnar only done 9.
Yeah.
So I was initially going not 12. Let's see. I said 12 the first time. I said 13 because you chose 14. That's why there wouldn't be a middle number. So that's the only reason why I ain't got the championship right now. And
you got it off of me, off of a Rochambeau, and you get it off of Tony from.
I got it off both of y'all because I Rochambeaued for both Japanese people to win the Royal Rumble. Think about that. And then I won because of German suplex count. I win titles off of weird crap.
It's annoying. It's annoying.
It's such a babyface style of winning, though.
You know what? This is why I'm wearing the villain hat right here. I'm Heyman right now.
You ain't no Yankee. You are betraying yourself.
I'm the villain.
Nah.
Okay, Marty Skrull. Or Mighty Sherl, as JR said. Let's do ourselves a favor. Let's review before we get to other things. First, Takeover. They started off with the 6-man ladder match to determine the first North American champion. NXT.
Which is a very pretty belt, might I add.
I don't like the color and the shape.
You know what?
Shape of the belt. The belt could have a more, say, curve, more of a slant rather than follow along the circular. And I think I would have liked that better. But to be honest, the color, I think I would like to go more of a mahogany kind of color. That's more of I would say a maple brown.
I think it's a majestic belt. It looks very old school in a traditional sense of the old school title belts with a new school flair to it, to me. That's why I love it. I want to get a replica one.
Well, if you catch
we're not doing 2 belts, man. We only got 1.
Hey, we will be doing a 2-belt system in the future, just probably next year. We have talks about that.
Yes. That's not now.
It is not now. But you know what? The time is now. So we talking about the current ladder match. Gentlemen, there was a lot of little spots here, and
Ricochet did his thing. EC3 did his thing.
To be honest, That's the most entertaining thing was EC3 storytelling of his character more than anything. Tony, does it feel like more of a continuation of the usual from back when he was in Name Redacted TNA?
It feels like the same character. It really does. He
Does
was
that make you excited?
It does, because it allows him to still feel like the EC3 that everybody wants. At the same time, build off the momentum that he's been having over the last 2-3 years as the character. And then now he's under a bigger umbrella. He's going to get more chances. And plus, he looks like a Vince McMahon kind of guy.
Explain what you mean Vince McMahon kind of guy in this situation.
Big, sweaty
men.
Oiled.
Royal oiled.
Oiled. Greasy. Coming from old money. What?
Coming from a guy who used to have the World Bodybuilding Federation.
Jesus.
But at all the spots in this match lined up perfectly. And the fact that everybody in the match were willing to take a risk.
Well, a lot of times it felt like it wasn't placed inappropriately. Like kind of like, you know, we all have this feeling of a lot of WWE matches where someone will lay down and just to lay down and eventually pop up way too quick just to fill in a spot. It didn't feel that way. It felt like they were well timed, as if they were tired and finally recovered and came into a certain spot.
It felt like a Shawn Michaels style ladder match. Wink, wink.
I wonder why. I wonder who booked this match.
I wonder
who.
I wonder. Shawn Michaels and Michael P.S. Hayes. Are you?
They know I'm sexy. I got the looks and the 5-star ratings. What? Get to that at the end.
Yay!
Get to that at the end.
Are we done?
There's nothing. Is there really anything we can't say about it? I mean, everything I've seen was an A+.
The only weak link was Lars Sullivan. That's my only.
And he still wasn't that much of a weak link. He was put in perfect spots throughout this whole match. Yes, we knew he wasn't going to win this match, but at the same time, it was just paced perfectly.
I'll agree with you on that one.
And then we got 2 new superstars coming in and that a lot of people have never seen before, and they just showed exactly why they were highly touted signings in WWE and NXT. Now the result that was awesome. That was awesome.
It was the safe one.
It was safe, but we loved it anyways.
Because I mean, we all thought it was gonna be.
We all had different opinions, except for me and James.
I mean, you know,
I had EC3, but
we're just ping-ponging around ideas, you know.
In the back of my head, I was like, Adam Cole would be the safe bet.
Well, we all said if the tag team didn't go to
if Cole lost, if Cole lost, there's no way. I mean, if the Undisputed Era lost the belts, Cole was winning the North American Championship. But the fact that they start this off with the North American Championship ladder match, that kind of threw everything out of proportion.
We didn't expect that, and to be honest, it was a nice surprise at least.
Yeah,
especially since the second match of the night, to be honest, was the weakest.
But at the same time, it was a strong match on a lot of matches on the WrestleMania card. That's for sure.
But unfortunate for the crowd, they were tired from the last match, and storyline wise, I really didn't care about one of the wrestlers.
Are you talking about Shayna and Emma?
Correct. The NXT Women's Championship match. Hold on. We turn to the side. Segue. The NXT Women's Championship match. Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler. Now, there was nice storyline telling, especially
I felt
of how the reputation of Shayna Baszler and how Shayna went through the shoulder problem and everything throughout the match and overcame it. It's just the way it ended. Yeah, it's a nice
I feel like
see the Eclipse being turned against, but it just felt so reminiscent of
Asuka Bailey.
Yeah, Asuka Bailey all over again.
I feel like both of them aren't. I mean, I feel like Ember and Shayna still need time. They could have created a much better story, but the fact that Shayna now, okay, she finally got the belt after like what, one takeover?
Two.
Two takeovers.
Yeah, Shayna and Ember had a match at Philadelphia.
And then did they have one in Brooklyn?
No.
I thought it was only two.
No, I'm telling you,
Brooklyn was the fatal 4-way.
Yeah. I'm saying this was the second. This was the second one.
This was the second one, exactly. I feel like there should have been at least one more because I really feel like Shayna is.
Oh no, the other championship defense was on an episode of NXT.
Oh, they did have a title defense on NXT.
Yeah,
so
but that match ended in no contest because of Kairi Sane coming down and getting into a fight with Shayna.
But the story, I mean, okay, Shayna finally got the belt, but I just look at her, I'm just like, you got to show me more. You got to show me more than just being an MMA fighter.
I feel like, to me, they really haven't done a good job of building her character.
Exactly, because all I see is
the build up.
The build.
I mean, she's just a bully.
She's just a straight
insert generic UFC fighter here.
That's all I see with her.
It's not even the UFC part. It's not even the UFC fighter. It's just the bully element that they haven't really done a good job with it.
Well, can you also say she hasn't really done a good job with her promos either?
Yeah, that's true. I can give you that.
I mean, decent in-ring work. Promos, bleh.
I mean, she had an after-match promo that was exclusive to the WWE Network and WWE.com specifically, and she was constantly like, it just felt out of sync, and like whoever was interviewing her was just sitting there, and she would breath, say something, breath, say something. If she's lucky there wasn't a crowd there, because literally, what?
The what chance will happen if you're not good in your promos.
And let's be honest, all of the 4 horsewomen UFC fighters are going to be what chanted pretty easily. It's gonna. Ronda. It's one thing does not have rhythm. They don't have any rhythm to their speech, and when it comes to their acting, and so that's exposed very quickly. If you think it's not, ask Roman Reigns. Succotash.
And Roman's actually getting better.
Yes, and Roman also was kind of forced down our throats, and eventually he had to get better. It was quite literally Stockholm. It's literally Stockholm syndrome to his voice.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That's what it felt like. And so, Roman, I'm really proud of the fact of, if you're going to build a person like that he finally got better. You need to do that to 4 women.
Yeah, I agree.
That's going to be tough.
Because their in-ring work is fine. Just work on your...
Dang it. We need Dusty to fix that.
R.I.P. Dusty.
God. Who? Jeez. Shawn Michaels is the only saving grace now.
Literally the only saving grace.
Because that's the only person I can think of that can be... because Prince Albert, let's be honest, good. He can get the basics. I don't think he can get you over if you don't have a good promo stuff. Shawn Michaels will be the only one, but...
Well, if we're talking good promo, I mean, you still have Michael Hayes down there.
I mean, Michael Hayes is good, but to be honest...
Michael Hayes is great with the promos.
But to be honest, he's good if you have someone who's a little more advanced.
Yeah.
Iconic duo, or Iconics, when we'll discuss later. they have a good basis and foundation for promos. It's just they need a little more work, and I think they didn't give them enough time to work on promos.
I agree.
Michael P.S. Hayes would have definitely, put him over in that way. But you're talking about people who has no basis of acting. So if
I'm in agreement.
If we don't have people who has the basic basis of acting and promo work, it's going to take a long time. And who's in WWE right now who's known for her not wrestling work? Sonya Deville.
Yep. Sonya, good ring work.
Good ring work and is improving.
Very much improving on the promo too.
The sad part is, out of all of them, Ronda's the favorite, but Sonya is the one with the best promo. That tells you something.
And Sonya was with Tough Enough.
So she had time.
Exactly.
So, Ronda just has that name.
I mean, without the name, she wouldn't be getting this kind of push whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree.
I'm really worried about this build up to 4 horsewomen versus 4 horsemen.
You got to give it time, Vince. I mean, if it's not ready by this upcoming a year from now,
I don't think it's going to happen here anyway. So,
and especially since one of them's not even signed yet.
Yeah, actually, 2 of them.
Who's left?
Roderick's wife and I forget the other name of the other one.
Sonya's in there, right? Sonya's part of it, right?
No, she's not.
I thought she was.
No, she's separate.
They need her to be part of it at this point.
The problem is they already know who the 4 horsewomen of MMA are.
Yep, do that little competition in the Mae Young Classic.
So what you're telling me is we're gonna have some pretty crappy ass promos in the women's division when they all come up.
Yeah, probably for a while.
Sorry.
So they're about to build up and slightly bury their women's division once again.
Exactly.
Sorry.
But I don't think they'll have the 4 horsewomen on for a while because I feel like they're gonna do something else for the next year. So
2 to 3 WrestleManias.
Yeah, probably.
But they have to build up the characters in order to lead to that, and it just feels like they're about to bury the women's division again if they have to build up so many storylines. That means they have to bring them all together at once, and then you're not building the characters individually. And then if you ever have to have it where Ronda's going to be breaking off with the group, then do you see the disaster is going to happen for the other women?
Yeah,
Vince is willing to sacrifice that for some ratings right now.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I mean, the thing is, WWE, let's face it, they've been at a ratings turmoil.
Well, they're slowly trying to make that build back up, and it's not.
I can understand why they need ratings now.
It's not looking good for the women's division in about 2-3 years.
Let's see. We'll talk about it. I'm
going to bring it up. You know what really is looking good?
The tag teams
are back, baby.
Tag team division is strong.
Speaking of strong, Roderick Strong.
I like Tony. I actually like that one.
I really like the ending of this one. Because
the whole match felt actually at first it felt worse than the women's match to me.
Yes,
but it slowly started to build to something else that was going to happen,
and we didn't
very slowly actually.
And we didn't expect it to be this, and this makes you jolly when it actually happened because
I completely forgot about this.
I didn't forget about it. I just didn't think it was going to happen.
I completely forgot that they were trying to coat Roderick Strong into Undisputed Era. That's why
like 2-3 months.
Yes, they tried.
War Games.
Yeah, War Games. Yes. That's what it was.
Where Roderick Strong was wearing AOP gear. That was funny.
So Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne kind of put together because Mr. Mustache Mountain himself decided to injure himself.
Oh,
what was his actual injury? Tell me, Tony.
I think it was a knee injury.
So we have that. Undisputed Era, Authors of Pain. Do we really care about the storyline? What led to it? No. All we need to know is it is the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. on top of having the NXT tag team champions online, championship online. It, about the last quarter of it was the most exciting, and then just watching Pete Dunne, I really thought, okay, this is gonna be the finisher. Who is that running in the corner? And then all of a sudden, I recognize the Trunks. I'm like, is someone trying to break up the tag? All of a sudden, he kicks Pete Dunne, and it was Roderick Strong. He kicks Pete Dunne, and I was like, oh. Oh, luckily it wasn't a drinking match. Luckily it wasn't a drinking match.
Oh, yeah.
Because it would have been downing.
I mean, we would have been. I'd be probably gone. I would have been gone after that heel turn.
Yeah, we wouldn't want him drinking.
Screw both of you.
Also, from what I'm understanding, we did get the announcement of the UK Championship tournament returning in, I believe it was July.
That's nice.
But they have announced a match which was very interesting to me.
What?
Explain.
The Undisputed Era versus British Strong Style. That's, Roddy, Cole, and Kyle O'Reilly versus Pete Dunne, Trent Seven, and Tyler Bate.
If Tyler can get healthy, yeah.
Oh, it was a minor injury.
Give or take.
It was because he was in a tag team championship tournament during WrestleMania weekend.
Okay. All right, whatever. That'll be fun to watch. But coming up next, I'm kidding. NXT Championship match: Aleister Black versus Andrade Cien Almas.
Still a very, very good match.
The storytelling more than anything.
Yeah, this one by clear storytelling.
It's good storytelling when you know who's the face and who's the heel.
Yep.
And when the heel constantly does heelish tactics.
Zelina
Vega just she was getting on my nerves, but the fact that she was able to do her karanas and all that stuff, that's impressive.
The spike one?
That was a good sell. That was a good sell.
That was a very good sell.
That whole match was just set up perfectly, and then with the build-up being as going into it, was amazing to me.
Yeah, I mean, we got what we all wanted. We wanted Black. We all got what we wanted with Aleister Black winning the NXT championship, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was actually shocked that he won simply because I felt like they did it kind of fast. But at the same time,
right? I'm telling you,
I did say Andrade was a placeholder champion.
He's Sheamus. When I look at Andrade, I look at Sheamus, transitional champion at best. At best, maybe mid-card title, but not main title. He would be like a Money in the Bank winner, and he would cash in with Zelina Vega, get the title for like maybe a month, transition to the next guy. That is all I see with him.
I mean, I hear you, Robotnik, but at the same time, maybe they can do something.
What did you say about? What did you say?
I called you Robotnik.
Wow.
I hear you.
Okay.
Look. I hear. I know. I'm about to explain how I feel because I understand exactly what you're saying. But if they keep her as a mouthpiece, I feel like he can go further than just a mid-card champion. Look, I feel like every good heel needs a manager right there. Look at Lesnar.
If he didn't have Heyman, he'd be boring.
Exactly. If Andrade didn't have Selena,
I'd say
he
he
would
wouldn't
be
even
boring.
he would never have gotten the NXT title.
Exactly. And she's doing so well that she could probably take him to further heights.
I mean, he's further heights than I expected. Because remember, when I first saw Andrade, I think it was against Bobby Roode's debut. I was like, this guy is boring, but Bobby Roode was so charismatic. I was sold on him the moment I saw him. But when I was like, Andrade for the NXT Championship, I'm like, really?
It was good.
Really?
It was good.
It's still, I mean,
I didn't. The whole storyline is, I think, if I remember correctly, Andrade was losing his way, going out partying too much. That's when Selena came in as a business advisor, saying you need to get your shit together, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And it turned him around. It got him serious.
Yeah, that pairing made me actually think, oh, Andrade, you now a threat. Now you got this hot luchador wrestler is in your corner.
Yeah, exactly.
But if he goes main roster, it's mid-card. I do not see him as a Universal WWE champion. Mid-card title, maybe Money in the Bank winner. That's the only way he gets the belt.
Yeah, because storyline wise, let's be honest. Without Zelina Vega, he's nothing.
He's nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But a good heel always needs a good manager. Always.
Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Paul Ellering with the Road Warriors.
Midnight Express.
Yeah, James E. Cornette. Prime example.
Mr. Racketeering himself.
Look, if you literally listen to Jim Cornette's podcast, I guarantee he's going to talk about the Midnight Express and the Rock and Roll Express like it's nobody's business.
Well, doesn't matter if it's anybody's business. It was his business, and so he ran it.
But yeah,
exactly.
So Andrade. Now I have a question. Now that he dropped the belt, does he go? Does he feuds with the belt for a rematch? Obviously, right?
I wouldn't see why not.
And then after that, what then? Do you keep him in NXT or do you put him in the main roster?
They need more Hispanic following in WWE right now.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he's on the main roster after SummerSlam.
If they don't have Rey Mysterio anytime soon.
If they have Rey Mysterio, he's staying in it. If they have Rey Mysterio, he's staying
until SummerSlam, and then after SummerSlam, he may come over.
I actually see Andrade feuding for the North American Championship.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Because
also, that's a good like little thing we're going to talk about later with Rey Mysterio. Good job, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Not a segue, but
not a segue, but it's for later.
Technically, this is a match, but it's unsanctioned. Johnny Gargano, Mr. Johnny Wrestling himself, versus the heelish of heels, Tommaso Ciampa.
I have not seen
that fucking bastard.
I have not seen that much heat on a person. Let me finish on. I have not heard that much heat on one superstar in a damn good while. It was so beautiful.
The last time I've seen that much heat was Baron Corbin recently, but after that,
Baron Corbin couldn't even get to that level of heat.
I'm sorry.
The last time I saw heat like that.
Did you remember that the fact that Baron Corbin was trash talking a soldier?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to rewatch that entrance at
Where is your briefcase, by the way? Do you realize anything that anybody said against Baron was instantly caught fire, like dumpster fire? It was massive heat. But the problem was, NXT obviously can get away with, you suck, fuck yous, all the fun stuff. WWE could not get away with that.
They couldn't. But the atmosphere of that match, the level of boos that were on Ciampa, That's worse than Reigns. I'm sorry. That's worse.
You were at 32.
I was at a 32, but you still hear people cheering for Reigns. You still had some people cheer. You don't have anybody cheering for Ciampa.
That's because Kevin Dunn knows how to do it right.
Yeah, that's true.
Do not discount the smart man with the mics.
I mean, look, Dunn did a great job with the Andre the Giant documentary. Let's be real, he did.
Dunn did a very good job preventing the wave and the beach ball being shown the past 2 pay-per-views.
Literally, Jesus Christ, it kept coming out the woodworks.
And it was coming out of nowhere. I mean, Randy Orton was being jealous, man. Come on.
I think the last time I really heard heat like that was, I want to say John Cena and ECW.
Yes. God. Ooh, they were about to.
Yeah, they did not. Oh no! John Cena in Chicago.
I'm about to say.
I totally forgot about Chicago.
If Cena wins, we riot.
Yep.
Oh, John against CM Punk, right?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, those are some. Did you ever watch John Cena RVD ECW One Night Stand, Mr. Belknap?
I have not.
Oh God, you watch that on the network?
Just watch the entrance. See the level of heat that Cena gets. Oh,
you talk about a true ECW crowd going absolutely mental because John Cena is even in the building. They don't want to see him there. They definitely don't want to see him win the title at an ECW event. It's levels beyond heat.
Oh my God!
Actually, yeah, Joey Styles did do that.
I do have a question for you, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
What's the one outcome, like a victory, where fans literally riot over? What's the last one that you could remember?
NWA.
Philly winning the Super Bowl.
Philly winning anything.
I meant like in WWE terms, like where an outcome happened, like the screw job,
Hogan turning
heel.
Roman Reigns winning the Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, there was kind of riots.
No.
Oh yeah, and guess what? It wasn't Philly.
That was pretty bad.
So anything Philly related.
I wasn't wrong.
Philly is just
evil.
Hey, the city of brotherly love. They're not evil. They're passionate.
But now back to this match. Now this match was so
perfect in storytelling.
Perfect.
Do not get over the fact I just said racist, but
it was racist. No,
it's not passionate. It's not a rioting.
But perfect storytelling.
So much emotion. So much like intensity. So many great spots. These guys were insane at times. And then we didn't need to see that much Tommaso Ciampa's rear end. We didn't need to see that. But at the same time, it was a beautiful match. Beautiful match. One of the best matches I've seen in years.
Do you want to know what Jim Cornette said?
Oh, God.
I listened to what Jim Cornette said.
Oh, please. Please tell me what he said.
It was 4 matches in one.
Ooh.
Yes. I agree with that.
And he ripped because you know how he is. He likes to build he says this is a great match, nevertheless, but you know, there's ways they could improve it.
Like how?
Come on, James. What?
How? How do you improve that?
Well, one, you don't lay around in the crowd area because people paid $100 to see you wrestle, and now to stare at the screen. Like if you're gonna make a spot in the middle of the ring if you're gonna lay down and take that transition, or from inside the ring, outside the ring, kind of like when they hit the concrete.
Oh, that concrete! Oh,
God!
Number 2, Johnny Gargano only has 2 faces. One is angry, and one is
smiling.
pain. Not excruciating pain, just pain.
Okay.
If anything, a lot of praise was given to Ciampa.
Yeah.
Ciampa was, in terms of storytelling, Ciampa was perfect.
He kept on saying it's like this should have been the spot for a finisher, and he just said like there's too many where the match should have ended, and it's like you're telling me this is a better spot than this one. You're telling me this is a better spot than this one. Should end up this one. Should end up this one. It was 4 matches all in one, pretty much.
You know what?
That's fair.
Whatever.
He obviously,
whatever. You know what? For once I agree with Meltzer's rating.
You won't agree later, but we'll talk about that afterwards. But really, 4 matches. Yeah, I can see why he says 4 matches.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah, there was like 4 parts to it.
There was the beginning where the crowd was into it.
The injury mofo.
Oh yeah.
The injury.
If he wants a real heat, you don't ever do this. You don't just all of a sudden Ciampa comes up, takes it, and then all of a sudden a referee is escorting the person out the building. No, you tell the person to get down, and then you send like a security guard over to Ciampa. Ciampa hits the security guard with the first crutch, and then has a second crutch meant for Gargano. That's how you build heel heat. And I'm just sitting there like, oh my god, this is why he's Cornette.
Yeah, you know what? That spot was a little weird. That one was weird.
And like, especially the duck, the whole duck and attack, duck the attack thing. It's like it's starting to get to the point where it's just looking real fake, and he was right.
Yeah.
If you're gonna duck, make it look real. Make it look realistic.
Make it look like you panic duck. But just bending at the waist. Gargano got a little bit of work to do in that aspect, but he still makes it look good. But again, the 2 faces of Gargano, still less moves than Randy Orton.
And less moves than John Cena's 5 moves to doom.
But at least his moves are a set.
Yeah, and at least Johnny can do other stuff besides
Mm-hmm. But
or get mad in the middle of the ring at Kofi because he messed up a spot.
But at least that's pretty much all you can really say about the match. Now let's get to the good parts of the match. Really, we got spots that make you say that this was a turmoil match. This was a bloodlust of ending friendship kind of match. This is what it felt like. This is how it's supposed to be. This is made by Shawn Michaels. Obviously, he knows a lot about that from personal life. Oh,
Hunter.
This was like, they've been like what 3 to 4 unsanctioned matches, correct?
There's been a lot. There's actually been a lot more unsanctioned matches than I thought there was. But we all know like the big unsanctioned matches.
Triple H,
like
Shawn Michaels,
Triple H, Shawn Michaels, SummerSlam for sure.
Then last year we had an unsanctioned match. Not that great of an unsanctioned match, but it was one.
Well, at least Stephanie got put through a table.
That's all you wanted at that. That's all you wanted at that one.
Yeah, I got my wish this WrestleMania too, but
we'll talk about that when we go to WrestleMania.
I know, but look,
let's focus.
This match was just built perfectly step by step by a ring psychologist.
Yes.
Let's say if Shawn was not involved in this match, I don't think we would have had the same impact that we've had with this match that we would have had if somebody else was looking at it.
That's totally fair. Shawn Michaels is one of the best wrestlers / storytellers of all time. Just look at Taker, Shawn. Just look at Taker, Shawn Michaels, Shawn Michaels, Jericho, WrestleMania 19.
Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart.
Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, yes.
Shawn Michaels, John Cena.
Yeah, even that was a great match.
DX versus the McMahon. Oh God, Shawn Michaels, Vince McMahon.
Everything's Shawn Michaels related.
Yeah,
everything Shawn Michaels related was just oh, in terms of storytelling, Shawn Michaels, Hulk Hogan.
Ooh, yeah, I forgot about that one.
That one, I'm like, oh. The fact he just looked at him and he's just like, I'm so angry. He played the heel in that ass. He played the heel in that aspect, and he was pretty damn good job of being that heel. Almost made me want to hate his guts at the time. Because I was a kid at the time. I still liked Hulk Hogan. Sorry, James.
I'm trying to look for a list of unsanctioned matches.
Fair enough. But, I mean, Shawn Michaels really, if he's back there just in the headpieces giving advice to these wrestlers in NXT in terms of storytelling, there's only like a handful of superstars that can even compete with Shawn Michaels in storytelling aspects.
That's true.
I mean, Jericho. Jericho has in-ring. I would say he has in-ring work. He can work with wrestlers, but in terms of a story, I mean, okay, I will give him Festival of Adventure. That was an actually damn good segment. But
hell, if you really want to think about it, what he did with Omega at the Tokyo Dome this year, that was impressive storytelling.
And would you say Taker a good storyteller or no?
I feel like he always needs a little help.
It's more dependent upon the person he's facing off against.
Taker Reigns was absolutely garbage. Taker Wyatt was garbage. Taker Lesnar was garbage.
Taker Lesnar was not
garbage. It was a shock and awe moment.
The only reason it was garbage is because Taker got concussed.
Triple H does a really good job with Taker. CM Punk did a really good job with Taker. Edge did a really good job with Taker. Batista did a really good job with Taker. Shawn Michaels, duh.
Arguably one of his best matches.
I mean, really, from that stretch of from WrestleMania 23 to WrestleMania 29, Taker each year had one of his best matches of his career.
Add 21 to that.
Oh, yeah, Randy did a great job.
Add 21 to that. Mark Henry.
21 for sure. 22 was...
Nah.
We're talking about the silverback Mark Henry.
Yeah, okay, like 21, Orton, 22, Henry. And then it went damn good.
I mean, 21 Orton was the first real time that anybody felt like the streak was on the line. Like, really, because that RKO out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Boy.
That was so pretty.
The first one of many.
I will say this. If they were to end the streak with Orton, I would have been okay with it. That should have been it. But they let it continue.
Are y'all ready for the
list of unsanctioned matches? Dazzle me.
No, I couldn't find any because all are unsanctioned. But Meltzer ratings for NXT.
Oh, want me to read them off?
You can read them off.
Okay, Robotnik. You sound Robotnik. No.
I'm not Robotnik.
You do sound on my end.
Do I sound Robotnik, James? The NXT North American Championship ladder match, 5 stars.
Well, okay, Robotnik. But yes.
Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler, 3.25 stars.
That's fair.
AOP, Dunn and Strong, and the Undisputed Era, 3.25 stars.
Fair.
Aleister Black and Andrade Cien Almas, 4.25 stars.
I'd say 4.5.
I'll give it a solid 4. Gargano versus Bald Fucking Bastard, 5 stars.
Absolutely.
It's the 3rd WWE match this year that has 5 stars.
That he gave a ladder match 5 stars.
Yeah, that's the odd part from Meltzer. Meltzer doesn't ever really give 5 stars to multi-man matches, including tag teams.
Recently, the only other time I've seen him give a multi-man match 5 stars was a match in PWG with the Young Bucks and I think 2 other tag teams.
He gave him that. Wow.
Oh, he'll give the Bucks a 5-star. Believe me when I say that.
He'll give the young Bucks the greatest tag team on the planet.
Yeah. Yeah, in a heartbeat. Their finishing move is the Meltzer driver.
Mm-hmm.
The Meltzer driver.
Mm-hmm. What it is I think Matt has his opponent in a tombstone pile driver position, while Nick does a springboard front flip into a spike, so to where they spike the person down. It's a Meltzer driver, an indie driver, whatever you want to call it.
My question is, why they call the Meltzer driver?
Oh, 5 stars.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I don't know why they didn't put a frog splash and call it the Meltzer frog splash then.
The Meltzer splash.
Yeah, it's true.
Someone's gonna do that, and you know who's the person that should do it?
KO. I don't know.
Gargano. He should have the Meltzer splash.
The Meltzer kick. Doesn't he have like a super kick or something?
Everyone has a super kick.
Everyone does have a super kick.
Super kick party. What?
There's only one person. It's weird. There's only one person at WWE who actually uses that as a finisher. Dolph.
He's on his way out. I see.
But that is the NXT Takeover New Orleans.
Overall, your own score of Takeover.
Oh, my
4.
This is my second favorite Takeover ever.
I was also wrong about the whole multi-man thing.
What?
You want me to list real quickly the multi-man thing?
Please, sir.
All right. Please. So I'm going to go from the bottom, which is the oldest, to the newest.
Okay. How far back does it go?
The first one I see for a multi-man match with 5-star rating is 1986.
What?
Is Ric Flair involved?
No. The NWA Jim Crockett Sr. Memorial Tag Team Tournament.
Oh my Jesus! It's the freaking Midnights.
Butch Miller and Luke Williams, Bobby Fulton and Tommy Rogers.
Oh, I knew it. Once you said Jim Cornette Tag Team Classic, I was like, oh no.
Jim Crockett Sr.
Crockett, I apologize.
Next one is the NWA Great American Bash 1987. Winner, which actually, hold on, let me look. It's a War Games.
Holy sh!
Wow, that got 5 stars by the Great Dave.
Paul Ellering is on the winning.
Of course.
Which you can see on the WWE Network.
Only $9.99.
Nikita Koloff and Dusty Rhodes.
Oh yeah, was that? Oh wow.
Winning against the War Machine. Lex Luger, Tully Blanchard, Arn Anderson, and Ric Flair. Then 1988, AJPW, Budokan Hall Show, Terry Gordon, Stan Hansen. Japanese names I'm probably going to butcher if I try.
Yeah, don't even try it.
Then 1991, WCW Wrestle War. Another War Games match. Jeez. Come on, Meltzer.
91.
Then 92, another War Games match.
92, I think, was had Steve Austin involved.
Well, Steve Austin losing, yes.
Yeah.
Then SMW Volunteer Slam had Rage in the Cage 5-on-5 War Games. Jeez Christ, Meltzer.
What's up with War Games and Meltzer?
He sure loves it. He sure loves those War Games.
93, 94. Ramon and Michaels ladder match. Hold on. I'm looking for multi-man. Okay. A bunch of AJPW matches.
All Japan, of course.
Yeah,
he has a thing for Japan.
Let's not get started with that.
Come on. Oh, stop it. Stop it.
Hey, it's the truth.
Then, wow. There's like a big stretch where he doesn't really. Yeah. Hold on. From 99 to 2003, he didn't give a 5-star match.
Wow.
From what to what?
From 1999 to 2003.
June 11th, to June 11th, which is JPW, to March 1st, 2003, Noah.
For Pro Wrestling Noah?
Yeah, Kenta Kobayashi. I mean, Kobashi.
Oh, of course, Kobayashi.
Kobashi. And also, I'm looking through Joe and Punk in 04, Ring of Honor.
That was a great match. I've seen that match.
Styles versus Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe. Jeez.
That's man. TNA. That's Victory. I've seen that match. Oh, that's the best TNA match ever.
Money in the Bank, Cena. Okay, so where's other ones? Supercard, Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor. 6-person tag, got a 6. I'm gonna get a 5-star rating. Jeez. So okay, I was wrong. Then he's been given a lot of 5 stars in recent. PWG Battle Los Angeles Night 2, Osprey Ricochet, and
there's that multi-man match right there. Boom.
And then what other ones? Most recent, the Strong Style Evolved this year. Cody Ibushi, Kenny Omega, Nick, and Young Bucks.
That was a great match.
And then
great match.
The absolute most recent one is the ladder match. So
fair enough. But Tony,
wait a minute.
What?
What the?
You said this is.
Never mind.
I thought
I was looking at the wrong dates.
You said this is the second best takeover you've seen.
Yeah. I've seen them all.
What's number one?
Dallas.
Interesting.
Dallas is well put together.
Very. That's why I say it's the best one in my opinion.
Then the next one's probably a Brooklyn one.
To me, it's Dallas. This one. Then I want to say Brooklyn. Yeah, Brooklyn.
Which one?
The original.
Brooklyn.
Just OG Brooklyn.
OG Brooklyn.
Okay. James, what are your top 3 NXT takeovers?
Dallas, New Orleans, War Games.
Ooh.
I would say New Orleans first. Dallas is up there, but yeah, who am I kidding? I put Dallas up there, and I would say, which one was the one with Sasha and Bailey? Which
Brooklyn.
One? Yeah, yeah. I gotta say Brooklyn. I have to agree with Tony's list, except I'd swap out New Orleans and Dallas.
All right, so we're gonna try to blaze through this one because
we're not doing 5 straight. We're not doing the long one. We were exhausted.
14 matches. Let's blaze through this and let's do some quick hitters.
All right.
The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Only good thing about that.
Very good ending.
Very good ending.
Jerry Lawler.
Yeah.
Commentary and
That
was
Bray Wyatt.
1.5 stars.
It was 1.5 stars. The best thing about this was the Matt Hardy Bray Wyatt thing.
Because we didn't expect Bray. To be honest, I would like a little show of like a tire change for Bray. I really like the fact that he doesn't have his lantern.
True.
Because remember, if you watch the WWE YouTube exclusive, that the lantern came back with a dilapidated boat.
Saw that.
So
awesome.
At least they're following storyline. I did like Arch and the Golden Truth. They're a little fun there.
Hilarious, actually.
I actually couldn't watch this one because I was at work at the time, unfortunately.
Also,
and I did not care.
To point out something weird, actually, I'll point that out later. So it's a little hilarious, in my opinion.
Go for it. All right.
It has nothing to do with this one. Actually, it has a little bit, and doesn't at the same time. Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali got 3 stars.
Correction, not Mustafa Ali, Sub-Zero Ali.
No, it's Mustafa.
Sub-Zero.
No, I'm going by his name. So
come on, help me out here.
This DJZ, he stole a guy in TNA's gimmick.
You mean
DJZ?
Black Panther versus Sub-Zero?
That's what I meant.
Yeah, still, it's kind of cheesy.
Yeah, a 3-star match, by the way.
Great
Not
match.
bad
The
for
crowd was
Troy.
dead.
12 minutes and 15 seconds long. It was meh. But to be honest, Spanish flies from hell.
Oh yeah, God! Every time I see a Spanish fly now, I cringe because of the Will Ospreay one.
I cringe because of Charlotte and Asuka one.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of women, the women's battle royal.
well,
Segue, Tony.
Hold on.
Segue.
Before the segue,
Oh,
I think it was two good face matches. I think it was a good face versus face match storyline wise. Was it great? No, it was good. It was, to be honest, entertaining. It was just unfortunate that everyone was tired of the battle royal, and then we get the what do we want to call this? Just call it the women's battle royal.
the women's overreach trophy.
With Paige as commentator and
Beth Phoenix.
Did anyone notice Paige was just not happy?
I think she wanted to cry in a corner, especially after 9 minutes and 38 seconds of watching.
Yeah.
She was so miserable.
Also, this finish was a little weird to me.
I'm okay with it.
I saw multiple angles, and when Bayley threw Sasha over, Naomi was nowhere in sights. So
She just pops up out of nowhere.
I really do not like this. Oh, we can do it over the top, and everyone's just laying to the side, kind of thing.
Yeah,
it's like
it didn't feel right.
It doesn't, because then all of a sudden, I just all of a sudden I just want someone to pop up out of nowhere. It's like say James Ellsworth out of nowhere. All of a sudden, it's like, I'm part of this match too. What? Everyone else gets to pop in.
But Naomi, I like it for the unexpectedness, though. That's it.
Because we all expected, okay, Bayley won. Yay, what?
That's the saving grace.
But Naomi,
I'm okay with it. I mean, she did something. Who else are we gonna get? I mean, who else are we gonna give it to? Becky?
I mean, technically, she's got 2 straight wins at WrestleMania.
There you go.
We're gonna do well, okay, I'm gonna do this. Where's Naomi's record at WrestleMania? We're gonna be doing this.
Last 2.
She did not win at 32.
Okay.
Because it was that 5-on-5 tag match
where Naomi was the heel,
and it was Brie Bella's last match.
Okay, enough said.
Pre-show done. Now
the triple threat, a 15-minute, 35-minute Intercontinental Championship match that rated at 3.5 stars.
3.25.
3.25. Man, this Texas is tiny as crap.
You actually timed the matches?
The time is on there.
Oh, okay.
We have White Walker
Rollins. Gay Pride Balor.
I don't know what douchebag Miz.
Naruto Miz.
Still.
Naruto Miz. The headband.
And
from
Rights.
Gay Pride Balor.
LGBT Balor. Miz, who I'm gonna classify as let's say the village hidden in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a good dad.
Find my ninja way.
I'm gonna be
Did you appreciate that Miz and that Miz gear he was wearing? Did you appreciate that, James?
Meh.
I know both you hated the Miz entrance.
No,
you hated the special effects,
the graphics. That's what we.
Graphics.
I hated the augmented reality throughout the whole night.
I really hated the New Days.
Oh God, that was.
Save it.
Also, this was a really good match for what it was.
Perfect way to open up the day.
Very good starter, and then to be followed.
Wow, we're
by
going
Charlotte and Asuka.
We're going. Wait, we're
4
going.
stars.
You jump right into it. You're like, oh
yeah, I'm going quick. Bam. It's a lot of matches.
Because really, I don't have much to say for this match.
Yeah.
Jinder Mahal defeating Bobby Roode, Randy Orton. And
Hold on! Whoa!
No,
you
don't get to do that. You do not get to do that. Your thoughts on Asuka losing.
I do transitions. You do puns.
I just read that too. What the heck? Hold on. But James, you gotta say, how did you really feel when Asuka tapped out?
I love you, James. I love you, James.
I completely froze up.
Oh no, yeah.
And then I didn't know what to feel because all of a sudden we had a referee go directly to John Cena, and I didn't know how to feel about that either.
Did anybody see the picture I sent y'all earlier today?
Yes.
What?
Minoru Suzuki
Yeah.
is willing to fight you if Undertaker doesn't show up. Please, God, Undertaker, be in the back. I would do the same thing.
It was at that moment I had this back. I'm like, nothing is gonna go like we thought. It was at that moment we knew. I'm like,
it was a submission.
Oh boy,
a submission. That made no sense.
That's a finisher though. Well, you gonna end it with a natural selection?
I can believe that. Do a natural selection from the top rope.
They shouldn't do an Asuka lock.
To be honest, it would have been more believable if she did an Asuka lock on Asuka. I would have believed that. And then if Asuka passed out. Because what you're telling me is, oh, Bailey doesn't give up and she's going to pass out. Ember Moon not going to give up, she's going to pass out. Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow, we're not going to let her pass out because she's going to tap out. What do you mean?
To the defense of that, Charlotte did do that figure 8 one-handed.
It was from Michael Cole. I quote, a figure 6. I swear to God. I rewatched that match recently. I was like, what the hell are you talking about, Cole?
I think at that point, Michael Cole just had enough of that moment. And he's like, I know what's going to happen. It's going to suck. Let me have some fun.
At least he didn't go hoarse by the end of the night.
You know, I was very surprised that he didn't.
Yeah.
You know who a horse prize I didn't get was freaking Ronaldo. Ronaldo should have been.
Mom! Oh God! Did y'all see the video that WWE posted from his reactions from NXT Takeover?
No.
Oh God! They have a camera just on him from the desk, showing his reactions. Oh, go watch that. That is priceless. It's legitimately priceless to watch.
But I just recently, I recently watched Wrestle Talk. Did they just botch the streak? Okay, you have Asuka go on this dominant run. 209, almost 300 plus days.
300 plus matches, you mean?
Yeah, 300 plus matches, 907 days.
Get it right.
I'm sorry. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, oh wait, you're an Asuka fanboy, so.
Yeah, I'm an NXT guy. Get it right, sir.
Okay, whatever. But you had to go on this dominant winning streak. All right, and then you had to continue when she went to the main roster. Okay.
They could have ended it if it wasn't for her injury. Let's be honest.
Yeah. They could have. That's what we all thought. The plan was Ember was going to be the one to end the streak, end the streak, right? But you have her go on this, like, she blew away every superstar on WWE Raw. Then she comes up to Charlotte, makes her tap out. Why in the heck do you not have her just keep the momentum up and talking about her ending the streak? When Paul Heyman and when Brock Lesnar ended the streak, Heyman would not shut up about ending the streak. He would not shut up. But you have Charlotte. We didn't see Asuka at all this week after that match.
No offense. No offense. No offense.
Let me finish.
You weren't going to see a lot of people on Raw because of what was going on.
But let me finish. Okay, but you saw Charlotte, right? She didn't talk about her ending the streak.
She got jumped.
Before that, she didn't.
Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that.
She didn't mention it at all. She also said, "Oh, that was so magical" and all that crap.
I'm not going to rewatch because I don't want to end up like Deku. Just crying to the
son of a bitch.
You'll get over. It's gonna happen eventually.
So the United States Championship match.
When you almost didn't get over the fact that Taker was retired.
I got over it though.
No,
I
you
had
didn't.
to.
You didn't.
No, you didn't.
Your reaction on the reaction show will tell us exactly how you felt, and you weren't.
Literally,
Okay.
I gotta go cut that video.
Yeah, you almost ruined the Taker moment for me for the way you screamed.
I don't give a damn.
Well, we were trying to enjoy it too.
Sorry, I'm not gonna apologize for me being
You,
a Taker fanboy.
you squealed, Jeffrey. You squealed.
I do not. Do I look like I care?
Let's get an air horn. So whenever Taker gets out, just go to his ear.
Oh God, yeah. Oh, he will hate that.
Okay, I'll put an air horn every time Oscar shows up. Then you want to play that game?
No, it's not the same.
Lord.
Because at least I didn't shriek. I just freeze.
That's true. He did. Actually, he nutted in his pants at the same time. But let's
You
not.
you did nut your pants, but I feel like they wasted it. I'm sorry, James. That's after watching that video, I have to agree. They absolutely wasted Oscar streak.
I can't watch because I'm gonna like Deku.
So, Bobby Roode versus Randy Orton versus Rusev versus Jinder Mahal for the United States Championship got 2 3/4 stars.
What's there to talk about this one?
I got a very funny point. If y'all go back and rewatch, go watch the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal one more time, and watch Aiden English as he falls out the ring. He has hair on top of his head. You go to when he's introducing Rusev, he has a shaved head. That's not that much time in between. He shaved his head before he went and introduced Rusev in the ring.
That's funny.
That's an interesting tidbit I noticed.
But the thing is, didn't I tease the fact that Jinder would be good with this title and probably be good not just chasing it but holding it?
You do not hinder the Jinder.
Yeah, and I was mad at the fact that I listened to freaking Jeffrey and went with Rusev Day on this one.
Made the most sense, but the moment after that, after the women's match, I knew something was not gonna go right.
This whole night didn't feel right.
I mean,
this whole night was unpredictable.
You know what did feel right?
Ronda Rousey, yeah.
Some people actually hate that theme.
I love that theme. God, stop.
Some people hate it.
I don't know. Whoever hates that is a hater of Joan Jett, hater of good music. They hate the song "I Love Rock and Roll."
Let me finish. Okay.
20 minutes and 26-second match.
4 1/4 star.
Some people hate that theme because it just doesn't fit Ronda. But I keep telling them, hey, it's her theme. That's her theme since UFC.
Yeah, and the reason she uses that theme is listen to that first line right there.
Don't give a damn about her reputation.
Exactly. She really doesn't.
And I think CFO would ruin her intro.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's not Jim Johnson. So. All right.
That's why it's just perfect.
Jim Johnson would be a great one for her, especially.
Yeah.
As long as CFO doesn't touch her music, I'm fine.
Also, you cannot find that song on Spotify.
You want to bet?
No, you seriously can't. I tried.
But
there are other ways on Spotify.
Amazing.
Well, no, but Joan Jett does not allow her music to be streamed.
Storyline, amazing.
Oh, it was perfect storyline. This is like the most hyped storyline on Raw.
Stephanie really knows how to sell.
Triple H knows how to sell. Jesus Christ.
Stephanie really knows how to heal.
God.
She's a McMahon, and she's a McMahon, point number one. Point number two, she's married to one of the best in the business of all time.
Who was also friends with great storytellers in ring.
Also was trained by Killer Kowalski.
Who knows what the fans want. So, I mean, McMahon as a storyteller, she's one of the best in storytelling.
The way she begged right before two armbars.
I love that camera angle.
God, the way that she actually was pulling on her arm, I cringed. Because I was like, oh, that's a little too real. Oh!
I mean...
Stephanie, I want to see actually more from 2 matches a year. I will actually see her. I want to see her more than Shane now.
Ooh.
Shane is predictable. We've seen it way too many times.
Here comes Shane, and he's dropping from another balcony.
Yep. Or a coast to coast.
His next move is going to be he's going to be dropping from a scaffolding and hitting the concrete with his elbow.
Oh wait, we're not talking about 1999 Shane right now, are we?
No, but we are talking about him reenacting a guy not missing the table.
Oh Jesus! Oh God, that
Adrenaline's one hell of a drug.
Yeah, it is.
Adrenaline's great.
The next match, Usos New Day Bludgeon.
I predicted correctly. I was surprised I predicted correctly because
when I look back at it, it made sense.
Yeah, same here.
It made perfect sense. It makes perfect sense.
I mean, was it
No.
Go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead.
This match was not that great, but it had cramps. It had very little time. Because we know what the Usos knew they can do if they had time, but I feel like the time constraints were just so quick. They had to get this out the way. And it did its job. Bludgeon Brothers just destroyed and squashed everybody and give the belt to them. More power.
I mean,
5 minutes 54-second match. Not even the shortest match in the card.
Like that's John Cena, Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
And that needed to, I mean, I'm cool with that. We'll get into that in a bit.
Oh, that's literally next.
Oh yeah, but see, time constraints. I mean, after Ronda put that amazing performance, we were just okay. It was just bad placement on that match.
It wasn't going to be bad placement. I mean, I think the whole reason that match was in the spot it was because they just wanted to build the Bludgeon Brothers into this dominant team. Which, surprisingly, I didn't realize they never won the tag titles.
No, they did. Wyatt.
No, they never did.
What? Whoa! Eric Harper.
Nope. Harper wasn't the champ. Harper wasn't the champ. That was Orton.
Couldn't they do the Freebird rule though?
Technically, but he didn't. I mean, this is the first time Eric Rowan and Luke Harper together as a team.
Which I gotta give credit to the recreative team actually building up building up the Bludgeon Brothers to be this unstoppable force and finally give them gold. Which, in all sense, when they rebuilt them and they just squashed everybody, this was the only way. This is the only outcome I could see. Looking back into it.
Now let's talk about what the Cena segment in general.
I mean, you called it a lot. You called Elias was going to show up.
I mean, once those lights turned out the first time, I knew it was going to be Elias.
Should have seen that one. Coming.
Well, there was only two people that would be lights out other than Taker, and that one of them showed up earlier in a pre-show match.
That was Wyatt, right?
Yeah,
that was
Wyatt. Only one other person that lights out.
Yep,
Elias.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Oh, this is taking too long. This has got to be Elias." All of a sudden, just dunk, dunk, dunk.
And he started to play the shit out of that guitar.
He can play.
Yeah, man. I was loving it.
They really milked the segment. This segment was longer than a lot of these matches.
I mean, what is it? Cena did his 5 moves of doom. They played his music. He started to get mad, walk up the ramp. Lights go out again, and we got what we got. We got The Undertaker.
The camera didn't actually show good enough of a lot of things that happened to during the Taker thing, because they didn't show Cena seeing Taker and backing out.
And he went because I remember he was going in the ramp. He looked in the shock of awe, and then next time I see him in the ring, I'm like
when the hell did he get back in the ring? That's my thing.
There was multiple angles that showed Cena slow, like first when Taker comes out. Here's Taker. Cena will keep the exact distance, slowly letting Taker go, backing out slowly, and we don't see that. Like that was bad production to not show Cena backing out. Like at least show us a different angle that would show Taker as he's walking, but it shows Cena like a wide shot. A wide shot way out here, where all of a sudden from y'all's camera angle, you see Taker here, Cena, and then let's do a wider shot. So like
like a wider shot, seeing both of them in the same.
And then you can do the close up again because
yes,
men were kind of engulfed in the smoke anyway.
I'd say like medium. I'd say like a mid close up, not like a super close up. Maybe like a mid, and then just pan.
Well, they're normal for Taker close up.
Yes.
But they a lot of angles show that they had a better storytelling on the ramp than they actually do on camera. That time.
I feel like this whole build, I mean, has been carried by Cena. This whole build was just carried up by Cena. Cena, I will give props. Did a fantastic job.
The build was carried by Cena, but in the end, he was carried into a tombstone thanks to the Undertaker.
Yep, in a quick squash, what I had.
And I really respect the hell out of Cena for
which will also happen to Chris Jericho in Saudi Arabia.
Sorry.
Well, a casket match, so it won't be tombstones.
I mean, he'll be just put in a casket. I mean, if it's longer than 10 minutes, I'll be impressed.
Oh, shit, it's gonna be a long ass show anyway, so
you know what's gonna happen, right? He's gonna be grabbing his head. You stupid idiot! You should have stayed dead.
You just made a list.
If Jericho doesn't have fun with in-ring commentary of his own, I'll be very disappointed because Jericho has a lot he could do.
The thing is with Taker, he's 52 years old. He can't be doing 20 plus minute, 20 minute matches. So made sense. Squash. He might go the Goldberg routine.
The next match is Daniel Bryan versus Shane McMahon. You hate me. No, I just felt like we needed to move on. There wasn't really much else to say.
Well, there's a lot of stuff in a little time, so we need to blaze.
Yeah. Daniel Bryan versus Shane McMahon Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
I didn't like this match.
This match got 3.5.
15 minutes, 22 seconds for a guy who had diverticulitis.
I didn't like the ranking that Dave gave it.
I would have given it lower.
I wouldn't give it 2, but
give it 2.
I give it maybe like 2 3/4, simply because I felt like the Shane McMahon crap was going on too long.
Yeah,
and had Daniel Bryan get jumped in the outside of the ring 10 minutes before he gets tagged.
The thing is, they did that to protect Daniel Bryan, which I'm fine with it. But yeah, the Shane thing, I'm tired of seeing Shane. It's like every year I get him at least twice a year, maybe 3. He was in Hell in a Cell. He was in SummerSlam, and he was in Survivor. God, 4 times last year. God, I don't need to see him any more than need be.
It is what it is. I mean, what you need to do next is just actually have a good match for Daniel Bryan. I mean, I didn't watch SmackDown, but we'll talk about that in a moment.
Great match.
But I did like the jump in the beginning.
It made sense.
And then the Daniel Bryan hot spots at the end of the match were great too. Just the fact that he is back now.
That's all. It did its job. Needed to go on. I mean,
but speaking of
I'll be talking about KO Sammy.
Yeah, speaking of hot, we got someone who's been body shamed, and we got to let her know that she's hot.
Yeah, literally.
This match, I'm just like, the only good thing came out of it was the screaming.
Oh God, that camera angle was beautiful. Kevin Dunn, good camera cuts. Seriously.
On that match, yes. That's all I mean. Also, was that a suit that she did a Samoan drop from like the second rope, right?
Yeah.
In the match.
Yeah.
I liked it. It's nice to see that from Nia. Nia got the win. Congratulations. She finally got a belt.
Did we make sure Alexa didn't get a hernia afterwards? Because that looked very painful, or at least a broken rib. That Samoa drop from the second rope. Just,
I think Nia's always going to be nice to her friend, though. Let's be real.
There's not much Alexa could do, like with Nia's size. No, I mean that's just what it is.
I mean, you got 6 foot versus a 5 foot.
Literally.
Yeah. But anyway, Nia got first title for Nia. Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's interesting how they just show contrasts. Compare and contrast. this match, AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura versus the Queen and the Empress of Tomorrow. What do you notice similarities? What do you notice differences?
Entrances. The beginning of the matches.
Face versus face.
Face versus face.
Two Japanese people who won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, against champions that were dominant on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Now notice the differences.
One, Asuka was on Raw,
and she was grateful at the end of her match.
And then Nakamura was salty as heck.
Spiteful almost.
It was really great low blow, and what's great is the people's reaction and the
and our reaction
was no, the people's reaction mostly you expect people just to freak out. It wasn't a freak out. It was a cheer.
Yeah.
Yes.
It instead of he low blowed him. Oh no,
they were like,
it's more like he heel turned.
Apparently, Kazuchika Okada was in the crowd watching this match, and he was laughing his ass off.
Because Nakamura did create chaos, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
it's just the fact that we're actually getting the proper Nakamura now.
You got met.
Are you 10-second match? They had plenty of time. It was a technical match. It's just
It was just the crowd was drained. If this was like the main event of like another pay-per-view, it would have been fine.
Oh yeah.
This would have been a fine main event.
But we had a guy named Lesnar.
But before that, we had the youngest tag team champion.
We cannot forget about the Bar.
Okay,
but the Bar versus Braun Strowman and a mystery opponent, which was a 10-year-old kid.
Do you have a problem with that, though? Do you have a problem with it? Do you have a problem with this at all?
Officially in the record books for WWE now, a 10-year-old kid is now the youngest ever WWE champion of any kind in their history. God, the kid looks frightened.
He looks so terrified.
This is the official picture of Nicholas Cohn on the Internet Wrestling Database profile.
He looks like he's about to shit his pants.
Because when he was tagged.
Wouldn't you be if you were 10 years old at the time?
Yeah, and I'm sitting across the ring from Cesaro. Yeah, I'm scared.
I mean, James, would your son just be happy or would he be terrified?
My son would actually try to fight.
Wait, was John Cone the referee? Yeah, was John Cone the referee?
I want to assume yes. Let me actually look that up.
But at the same time,
it was a nice feel-good moment. But the burial of the tag team division was complete with that.
And now we're gonna rebuild it real quick.
You better,
because it looks like we're gonna have a tag team championship match at the greatest. Hold on, let me do it right.
The greatest Royal Rumble,
presented by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
And James, are you willing to put the title on the line at Greatest Royal Rumble?
Does it actually classify as a pay-per-view?
It is a network special.
Then no.
But there will be title changes on the show.
There will be title changes.
Is it a pay-per-view?
No.
Come on.
The pay-per-view is next week.
We will have punishments.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, let's have to do with Middle Eastern food.
What the heck?
No, I'm not going to do that to Jeffrey. That's too bad.
What the
Jeffrey's
heck?
not going to lose.
No, even if he does lose, I'm not going to do that to him. That's a little too far.
Aww.
That's a little too far.
God, it's god damn, Tony.
I just want you to try new foods, okay? As a friend, I want you to try new foods.
Let's put it in a hot box. Let's put a chiller in a hot box or something.
Oh, a hot box.
Actually,
For how long? For how long?
30 minutes.
Oh,
and we're talking Texas summer.
Yeah, in a shed.
In a shed.
30 minutes.
If we can find some kind of shed to place somebody in. 30 minutes, but allowed to have water. Not cold water, though. Room temperature.
Oh, just water. Just give me a bottle.
30 minutes? I want that title on the line, though, James. Come on.
I'm actually fine. I'm actually fine with the title not being on the line because of Backlash being the very next week.
And we can't do it live because here's the thing. Greatest Royal Rumble is happening the same week as the biggest movie of the year.
Oh, it's ridiculous. It's going to be like broadcasting at 11 o'clock in the morning.
It's
on a Friday.
But here's the thing: Saudi Arabia's time zone is way different than ours.
No, it's literally. I've done the math. It's 11 o'clock our time.
Jesus. But okay, Nicholas, Braun Strowman. This is his first tag team title. This is his first title in general. Congrats to him.
Now he's what's going to happen with Braun?
Universal title has to be.
But let's talk about the main event.
The main event we didn't want, but we were forced to accept.
You know what? They did better than I thought they were going to do. Way better than I thought they were going to do. Actually,
I want to hear your take on this first.
I want to know what happened. What changed in the middle of the match? What was the call? What changed? Because it didn't feel right.
Nobody was on Roman's side. Do you want to know what the rumor mill has it as?
Did they change the call in the middle of the match?
They did. That's the rumor going around.
Because Roman wasn't getting over with the crowd. No, Sherlock.
No shit.
It took y'all that long to figure that out.
Roman was not going to get over with the crowd. And Vince was like, it
was so bad that there was wave and beach balls.
No one cared about this main event. I mean, this is WrestleMania 34. This is WrestleMania in general. The last 4 times, this is like the fourth main event. Actually, yep, the fourth main event. Roman Reigns is done. Have we cared about him winning? Absolutely not. Did we care about it? The thing that saved WrestleMania 31 was not Roman Lesnar. It was Seth freaking Rollins. WrestleMania
32 sucked.
32 was hot garbage, and I went to that one, and I felt like I was about to throw up. We all knew the freaking outcome.
News, boys.
And then
it was John Cone while Nicholas Cone was in the match.
Confirmed, huh? Nice. And then Taker, Roman, WrestleMania 33. Garbage. I'm a Taker fan. I'll admit that was hot garbage. This one
was not garbage. That's the thing. It was not garbage because they did spots. I was like, was that supposed to happen? But apparently, the table spot was not even supposed to happen. The table spot was not supposed to happen at all.
The only thing that made this not bad was the outcome. If Roman won, I bet my monkey's ass that you would have been so pissed off.
Whoa, that was wait a minute. But Roman's bleeding.
I was scared. I was legit scared when I saw that bleeding.
It was Randy Orton's amount of blood.
Worse.
No. It was about the same. Because it was about the same spot on his forehead. It was Brock with sharp elbows right to the forehead.
It was that elbow spot right at the end where he took the gloves. It's like when Lesnar takes the gloves off, someone's about to get bloody.
But it's crazy because he's not using his hands to cause the cut. He's using his elbow.
That's a very strong elbow.
Did you know that it's called a blade?
I don't think that was a blade.
No, it's called a blade.
Oh, you're talking about the way he does it? Oh, yeah.
The way you do your elbow, it's typically if you have it near if you have your hand near your chin and you go down, which is exactly you notice Lesnar pack his forearm and then he rotated.
Shane, yeah.
That's
I know.
a self-defense class that I used to help teach. What we used to teach the women is put your fist towards your chin and or grab onto your fist or something like that and rotate through. My favorite to teach them is because you get more power by your twisting. Is usually if you get in a situation where they're behind you, typically what you want to do is get your foot between their legs so you can get more rotation and you blade and hit this way turning.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, but famously this is a bladed way to do it or this way.
Yeah.
So
and also like
that's bone.
And Roman's face. That was the scariest Roman Reigns I've ever seen in my life.
That was I actually worried about the person himself.
Yeah, like his face fully covered in a Ric Flair crimson mask.
That was scary.
And he didn't entirely know. He started doing this, and it's like, what the hell?
Yeah, it was bad.
But it's one of those things that he checked, but no, he didn't know to the extent.
Yeah. The fact
go ahead.
Brock did 9 suplexes.
9 Germans.
6 F5s?
Took 6 F5s to beat 1 Roman Reigns, while it only took 1 F5 to take down Samoa Joe and Braun Strowman.
Everybody besides.
It took. That's some load of bullshit.
Because the thing is, I understand they're trying to make where he's supposed to be better than the rest, but the fact is, you changed the ending because you think he'll go over in Saudi Arabia.
The prophecy has only been delayed. Saudi Arabia might be a more generous crowd because they don't know what the fuck is going on.
Actually, I believe they had the network in Saudi Arabia, so I feel like they watched it. And also, the fact that this match in Saudi Arabia will be inside of a steel cage.
That's nice. That's fine. That gives
What if Lesnar still retains? Like, what if they throw us off and Lesnar still retains?
If Lesnar retains, he's the only way you get that belt off of him is Money in the Bank
or Bobby Lashley
or Samoa Joe.
Even Joe's had his turn.
Well, I mean, Joe's came back. He's back from injury. He's meaner.
Okay, I mean, his match against Roman at Backlash will determine a lot for me. But Lashley, why did you say that already? I mean, aren't we going to hold off on that? But
sorry, we had
as of right now, if he retains, Money Bank is the only way you get that belt off of him.
I agree.
Whoever wins the Money Bank is because that's the only way he lost it last time.
John Cena. I'm just kidding.
Well, Mikey Yoda. What?
Hey! What do they do? Put Mikey Yoda in the Money ladder match?
Gentlemen, are we in agreement that Lesnar drops the belt at Saudi Arabia?
No,
we're not.
I feel like we'll see what happens.
Well, luckily, this is not on the line.
Come on, come on. We don't even count the Royal Rumble, just the matches.
Only we don't count Fastlane, which means
we don't count what?
Fastlane, which makes me the defending undisputed.
If we don't count Fastlane,
it means Backlash.
No, Fastlane.
That.
If we agree to not count Fastlane,
and I don't have to do the punishment still.
What
was your punishment for Fastlane?
He has to wear Eagles hat. I don't forget.
So
it's not
that stipulation.
I have to decline. You're still wearing that Eagles hat.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
So this is not on the line for
because guess what, Jeffrey? I'm paying for it. he's gonna wear the Eagles hat.
I even prepared for it.
Yeah, literally.
Okay,
So,
I kind of do want to see.
The greatest Royal Rumble is not title opportunity.
Nope.
Okay. How about just for a point, for a bonus point? Let's make it worth something for the winner.
I don't think so. I think
Come on.
It's a network professional. You know, it doesn't really matter.
They're hyping it up as the greatest Royal Rumble.
We're gonna do a lottery again, so.
The greatest Royal Rumble.
Huh? Hold on.
Every time I hear the greatest Royal Rumble, I don't know why the "I Dream of Jeannie" song keeps coming in my head.
So we're not gonna pick anybody. We're gonna just do lottery for greatest Royal Rumble. It will allow us to have an extra change on any pay-per-view.
There's 3 of us.
Okay with that. I'm okay with that.
People.
I'm okay with that. If we win the greatest Royal Rumble, we get an extra change. I'm cool with that. If we're doing punishments, we gotta have something.
But here's the fun part.
What?
Taylor is also going to be having some rolling numbers too.
That's fine.
Taylor is now involved without punishments.
That's fine.
So everybody gets. What the hell's
the 48 numbers? We'll give 2 extra to Taylor because he's a casual fan.
That's fine.
He'll get Rey Mysterio.
Also, remember, there's a lot of matches going on.
There's a shit ton.
So actually, the change, you can same thing as Money in the Bank rules, except you don't get the title instantly if you win it.
Gentlemen, when is Money in the Bank?
How does that sound?
You want to know what Money in the Bank is? It's in June.
Ooh.
How does it sound, gentlemen? For the this change for the greatest Royal Rumble, what it allows is Money in the Bank style change.
Oh, okay. I can dig.
But obviously, you only get a point.
That's fine.
Your change wins.
That's perfectly fine.
All right. So let's end this real quick, and we got to get started on leading brand after.
How about we do leading brand tomorrow? It's getting to be 11 o'clock, and I don't have work till 5. I can give up my favorite hours for a bit.
Okay. Anybody else want to?
WrestleMania. WrestleMania was okay. This may not have been one of the best WrestleManias in recent memory, but it will be remembered as one of the most unpredictable WrestleManias in recent memory. And I really appreciate that for WWE. You actually get me second guessing for once, because a whole year worth of the prophecy of Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar. We all knew it was coming 2 years ago. We all knew it was coming the moment Lesnar got the belt from Goldberg and Roman winning against Taker. The 2-23-2. But the fact that you do not have Roman Reigns win the title on the grandest stage of them all because of the fans and the last minute change of booking, thank you. You actually got me to enjoy. You actually had my jaw drop.
There was a lot of unpredictableness in WrestleMania, which makes me have more faith in the fact that they're more storytelling oriented than results oriented for WWE, which that makes a more exciting WWE in the future.
Exactly, and that's me and James's closing regards about WrestleMania. What are yours, Tony?
For me, WrestleMania this year, I'll give a grade for myself. To me, this was a B, a solid B.
The B is good.
The first 2/3 of the show were insanely fantastic to me. They were energetic. They were unpredictable. There were like 1 or 2 low spots, but they still felt right. They still fit the flow of the show where it needed to be. But there were a certain point it dipped off. I think it was like around the AJ Styles match. It just didn't feel right after that. So
well, you had Ronda and then Daniel consecutive.
Yeah. So it was bound to feel a little off. But to me, a solid B for the show. It was definitely not the best WrestleMania I've ever seen.
Does not even come close to 17.
No, not even. close.
At least
Well,
contends for top 5.
Top 5.
No,
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 top 5.
no.
That's another day. That's another day.
Another day.
Oh, we'll have a debate. We'll have a great debate episode of leading brand.
The greatest stadium. Let's see, the greatest stadium.
The
junkie.
greatest media episode ever.
We're gonna do something weird like that. Take that, WWE. All right, gentlemen. This is the wow. That's a long time to do a 1 week long review of.
Well, it was a 7-hour show, so
And we close it. We close this week of WrestleMania in the history books. We close it down.
Because now we've seen what happened, and in tomorrow's show, we're gonna be talking about the after effects.
And the future is what I'm intrigued about, because now I just don't know what they're gonna do.
Which is good.
That's what I need. That's what I wanted.
Well, we need more defined. They have a problem with faces. We need better faces or booking of faces.
Yes.
Because at least Gargano is a bright spot of the faces.
And AJ.
It wouldn't bug me if they didn't turn AJ heel for a while.
AJ can go both ways.
shock the system.
That's also exciting. I'm excited for.
I'm excited for the Undisputed Era. Oh man!
Everyone, give your outro.
This is Jeffrey Burtis. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Comment on how we can improve the quality of our videos. We're still trying to get better. We mark my words, we will. And soon we will be up there. Soon, we just gotta have some work to do. Thank you.
Like this video, comment down below, give us information on how we can improve, or how much you dislike us, or how much you love us. Either way, like us, like it, comment, and if you don't like this video, I'm coming for you. You're gonna get these hands.
Okay, Nicholas, and while we're at it, we're going to be we want to hear from your opinions, because WrestleMania is a signal of a new season. So LCS squared, like, comment, share, subscribe. That's what it means. If you let us know what's going on, and we're trying to be nifty to 50 subscribers.
I like that.
This is Stadium Junkies Media signing out. Where's my button?